Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Hope you're having a great day. We're gonna go ahead and dive into a little bit of a kind of a free-flowing thought video here. I've got my random boxes of collection. Like, I've kind of stored my majestic cards, more of my rarer cards in these boxes. Kind of sort of organize them, kind of don't, but I just want to kind of sort through the cards. Just so you know, I started in Monarch, which is the name of a set that was around the pandemic. A lot of people may know it, may have very polarizing for some, where investors were starting to flip a bunch of boxes and prices tanked on the boxes, and it was a whole Wild West. But for me, it was very much a start in my Flesh and Blood journey. Really enjoyed that beautiful art in that set. We have a talent set right now that's with Mistvale. I'm just gonna talk and walk through some of the cards. I try to organize these, but sometimes it doesn't always get done. But just want to walk through the collection here. If you're a newer player or newer to the game, welcome. You know, it's a great game. You can play it as you like. There's a lot of card shops that do support it, but I think in general, your local game store, if there's anyone who does play the game, I'll be happy to show you around and how to play the game of Flesh and Blood, because it is a great game. But yeah, I'm just kind of going through the different cards here. This is the mechanologist section. See, it's kind of organized, but yeah, we're trying. Here's some ninja into assassin ninja cards. Fine center. I really was hoping that with the new set with Zen and having a Zen state again as a token, that we would have seen some support for Fine Center in the new set, part the Mistvale, but it's okay. It'll have its time. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. But you know, just going through here, I try to always collect, if you can, when you first open a set and you see a generic majestic, near the little red M in the corner. I kind of just try to pick up a playset of them if I can. I didn't get the new one, but yeah, it's you know, we'll get there. We'll get the 3. But so I kind of wanted to just talk through where I'm at with my journey in Flesh and Blood, and you know, really where I see myself. And you know, between it as like a collector, a player, more of just an interesting, just appreciator of the art. You know, I enjoy playing the game casually and collecting the cards. I wouldn't say like I'm a collector, super high collector or anything. Like, obviously I have these boxes here. There's not a bunch of top loaders with gold foils and things like that going on. But you know, I think it'd be nice to rainbow foil. You know, get that someday. But I'm not really looking for that. I just like enjoying the cards, and if I just enjoy ripping packs and seeing what I get. It's really a fun part of any card game for me. I've kind of a bit of a background on my TCG experience. I've played Pokemon, played Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic the Gathering. You know, the big ones. I played some fringe ones as well, like anime ones, but like Naruto and Yu Hakusho, kind of, sort of, but not really. Yeah, so my experiences with card games, I've always loved just opening packs and enjoying the experience of seeing what I get. Yeah, there's a lot of, I try to keep them in order here. Schindler's Silver, this one really rainbow foil. This one's been ticking up for a little bit. Might be going down. We'll see how the nationals go, but yeah, it's been a great journey so far with the game. I think it's a really fun game. It's a really welcoming community. If you're new to the game, do not be afraid by all the things that you're seeing with like how intense the rules are or anything like that, or competitive scene or anything like that. Once you actually talk to people about the game who actually play the game, they're more than willing to help you understand what's going on in the game and what's your best opportunities to learn the game. And obviously there's trial by fire in any card game, but I think it's important that you just try it, just see it out for yourself, see if it's a game that you like. But also I would recommend trying different heroes that fit your playstyle, because there's a lot of different heroes in this game, a lot of them, and some of them play very differently than others. And if you don't like one hero, I don't think you should go ahead and just say, oh, well, the game may not be for me. I would urge you to try a different hero, because there are many different playstyles. Some are more aggressive heroes, some are more like skill intensive, deep thinking. Some are luck based. If you roll scab skins, you'll know what I mean. But I think in general, it's a really fun game. It's a really great dynamic experience, and you can see the difference in art that just as well. I'm going through these cards. It's a really fun experience. Just seeing these cards and seeing where they come. But the other thing too is that as the game, the one thing that's unique about this game is that once you get a playset of cards, or you get like specifically also like non-special cards, where if I go through a specialization card, I'll show you. But a lot of these cards are here, like they're just class. The class cards will get you where you need to go, and they will be legal in a format unless they're banned. We're actually very low on bans in this game in general, because the game is pretty well balanced. We do have a living legend system, which kind of keeps some heroes rotating, but it's pretty. I think the hit system is really great for that. So your cards actually have more longevity than you would anticipate coming from other card games that have a lot of bans, or things are way in flux, or you're a little hesitant to pick up a competitive deck because it's really expensive, and then you might get banned or might rotate. This game has a really nice, long, really anti-rotation system. So if you're worried about your cards losing value or not holding value, they may peak and valley here and there, but there's going to be another time where they come in their sun, and you'll be glad you picked up some of the cards for your favorite hero, and just hold on to them. Or yeah, I would urge you, unless you're like a super competitive player, like then you know what it is, and you might be switching decks every other week or something like that. But this game really rewards specialization as well with your hero, for the most part. Yeah, so like you see the variety here, like elemental, like Briar specialization. So Briar is a living legend hero, meaning that the hero can't be played in a classic constructed format, which is the marquee format of the game. You can only have this in your deck if your hero is Briar. Now, if they create another hero named Briar, I'm bringing this up because there's a little bit of a spicy release, little art teaser, if you will, that looks like the Briar art. That's any hero named Briar. So if Legendary Studios comes out with a Briar hero again, this card is going to be useful for that hero potentially, depending on how the hero's ability is. So I think it's really important to understand like that, even though specialization cards like, oh well, if my hero particularly rotates, well then that specialization card is going to go down in value, and it will for a little bit if it rotates out into Living Legend. But I wouldn't worry about that too much. Like here's Briar again on Force of Nature. The art on this card is amazing. Tales of Aria was it was a great set to open right now. It was a little too powerful, so a lot of heroes have rotated from that set. If not, I believe all of them at this point have rotated out into the Living Legend format. Ira. If you're gonna be new to the game, you might be seeing this hero because this is the marquee hero that new players will be familiar with to learn the game. That's on the website as well, Flesh and Blood, FABTCG.com. The Learn to Play is a great way to understand just how the game plays, but really it's designed to be played with in the Flesh and Blood. So, try to look up your local game stores on that website as well. And the glass stained art. A lot of the different sets have different things to them, different sort of art styles. The art in this game is amazing. It's another reason why I just love collecting these cards, is because the art is just out of this world. Like it's crazy good, and it's something that I really enjoy. Just even looking at, and not just playing the game. Like you go through these like Hack to Reality. Like this card was like brought up as like potential sideboard card. Another that generic again. Like rainbow foil. Like you see that the foiling right there may not be doing it justice on the video here, but yeah, this game has a lot of great art. And like Remembrance, one of the super rares of the old set, which they don't have super rares anymore because now they've just switched to Majestic. but if you've been opening for a little bit, you'll know. But yeah, this game's art is amazing. There's a little bit of a glare there. So yeah, and then Riptide. So Riptide was a hero, so some people who are playing less popular heroes or less interesting, less of the broken heroes or the heroes that are just winning all the tournaments, Riptide was the one that was at the bottom of the hero pool for quite a while, and now Riptide is very playable, and you just gotta keep waiting. Just if you like a hero, I tell you, put the time into your hero. It'll be worth it, and at the very least you'll have fun. You won't need to play this. Oh, speaking of Lexi, as a good one of another broken heroes, Lexi is a really strong hero in Tales of Aria. Yeah, this is and I'm curious about your experience, like not just with Flesh and Blood. So if you want to put it in the comments, like what was like the first card game you played, and what is interesting about this game to you? Are you interested in learning Flesh and Blood? Have you really heard of it? Is it something that you're coming to card games in general? Like, are you a first-time TCG player or not? And then here's like equipment cards that are rainbow foil. Illusionists, so they're class specific as well. They can be talented and everything like that. You'll get to know some of those nuances as you play the game. Cold foil runaways, like either cold foil commons or different texture on them. Yeah, it's just it's a really fun game. There's a lot of different ways, a lot of different price points. This game is not like necessarily like cost prohibitive or anything like that. I think there's a lot of cards that can be more expensive, and because they're more useful. But again, those cards do not really rotate. So once you pick up your copies, you don't need to worry about them rotating out of here or not retaining value at all. Who knows what they might print in the future, but in general, Legend Story Studios, the company that makes this game, has done a great job of making sure that your playsets of some of the more powerful cards are retaining value and relevance in the formats that they're played in. So, when people bring up that price might be a factor, a deterrent for some in the game, that's pretty much all card games, I would say, and two is, it's kind of like you get to buy it once and enjoy it for the history of the game. So I'm not really sure if that, I urge someone to bring a bit better of an argument than that about the cost of this game. So yeah, Chains of Eminence. This was like a foil super rare. I don't know when this card is going to come back into play. It really requires a knowledge of the field, and as the game gets more and more wide, we'll see. We'll see where this card goes. And then the Arcanite Skullcap. As some cards get more powered out of the field, I think Arcanite Skullcap used to be a big equipment for the heroes that all the heroes were playing because of its power level. And just right now in the format, it's not really having its time to shine, but it'll be back. It'll be back. I believe that. So yeah, just going through different cards. So Dromai Living Legend at this point. People love Illusionist class, by the way. So if you like, having a board state of like really complex, like managing like different states of the game, different resources, that class is for you. But I will say, if you do not like that and do not like all that complexity, I would urge you to, do whatever you want. But I think it's going to be something that might be a little bit deterring for you as a new player, especially. So yeah, and this is the brute class. You see the art all right there, like really kind of gruesome art. But in general, I would say it's a really great game. So do not fear picking it up. And also, if you want to be a collector, you want to be a competitive player, there's something for everyone as well in the game. So if you just want to enjoy just ripping packs and collecting, I would say this game is also really good for that. But I really think once you play the game and you collect, you'll find a lot more enjoyment out of playing the game. It's a very well balanced game, and rewards you putting in the reps, putting in the skill, and just learning about the game and just enjoying it and having fun ultimately, and finding the group in the LGS, the local game store, that is going to help you support that continued interest in the hobby. Runner, those heavy hitters. This is the second most recent set, and these are the. Speaking back to Illusionist, this card used to be like $5 or something, and now it's like $41. It went crazy, but yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people enjoying Illusionist right now because the new hero is Illusionist, and they lost their last Illusionist, which is the Draconic Illusionist from Dromai, that rotated out of the format. Yeah, see, like Brute, like Shadow Runeblade, like there's like Shadow. They definitely go with like the really cool artwork for the different types of heroes, and very different visuals. Here's the cold foil common pile. Oh, cold foil commons. You are usually guaranteed one cold foil in your box whenever you get a box. Some of them are common, some of them can be majestic, some of them can be legendary. But yeah, it's a really great. Yeah, it still looks really nice. Cold foil commons even look nice, but you really want something a little spicier if you can. But it is what it is. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes things happen. Here's all the wizard. Here's the wizard stuff. Some cold foils. Trying to get there without doing a big glare on you guys, but it's yeah, they're kind of sort of see like that textured foiling, the cold foil. That's what we're talking about here. This is a rare one. And Channel Mount Heroic. And then here's another Force of Nature. If you do play Flesh and Blood, what does your collection look like? Do you call yourself a collector? Are you mainly picking up just the cards you need every set? Like, how do you like to enjoy the game and purchase whatever you need, or are you kind of dipping into multiple decks as your journey continues? It's hard to resist. I play a few different heroes, but Ninja's always been my class. I know Zen's pretty strong right now. I still need to finish up the rest of the deck, but. Fortunately, Mask of Momentum, speaking of Ninja, Mask of Momentum has been another one that's kind of like fallen a little bit out of favor, I think, with the most recent Ninjas, just because it's hard to get that third or higher chain link in a row to hit. It's very easy to disrupt this ability to draw a card, but I think the threat of it is still something powerful. So we'll see where this card continues to go. Ancestral Empowerment. Oof, these are nice looking cards. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of my little collection here of Majestics. It kind of ranges. You get like between 5 to 7 of these a box, sometimes more. I think sometimes less on the low end of variants, but in general, these are the rarer cards that you get. And yeah, I think we're gonna get through all the wizard stuff a little bit here, and I'm gonna. A couple of Blade Flurries in there, and then one Dissolve Reality. Oh man! All right. Last two boxes I'll move through quick because I actually want to show my little collection, my little collector's pile, if you will. Like that, that's the kind of one I keep in a binder. I took it out to show you guys what I have. It's nothing crazy, again, no gold foils or things like that. But yeah, I'm just kind of seeing okay, I think these are actually kind of in order here. This is a Mechanologist. So, Frostlock. See some of that elemental artwork. And then the Floating Dojo. Yes, there's a lot of different art styles in here, but very interesting to see. Break Tide right there. Yeah. All the ninja stuff. All the ninja. Every day. Alright. And the last Tumultai. These sleeves came in like a special box from TCG Player that I got. You can get these in Europe, I believe. There was it a Pro Tour, I think? Throwing the comments if I forgot where this came from, but I got the TCG Player bundle for it, and the sleeves are. I have a lot of Dragon Shield. I really like Dragon Shield sleeves. So yeah, I recommend those for you. I'm not sponsored by them or anything, but yeah, there's some great sleeves going on with Dragon Shield. So you want to protect your card. These are what these are. Like, there we go. There's actually some of the artwork on the sleeves right there for you. See a little texture on there. Oh man, they look really, yeah, they look really cool. So yeah, the artwork is amazing. That's what drew me into this game, honestly. It's the first thing, is the artwork, and then the gameplay hooked me. So I'd say that coming from Magic most recently, I still play Magic, dabble in Magic, and play, do draft, things like that. Have enjoyed the Modern Horizons 3. But in general, I'm more deep into Flesh and Blood because the artwork is amazing, and you don't have the non-games sometimes where you don't get your resources to play the game. Everyone's pretty much relatively, like, you have a fair shot at every game, which is a really nice feeling. Obviously, you need to level up, and there's skill involved. There's a lot of skill involved, but everyone has a pretty fair shot, I would say, unless you're using, like, there's some bad matchups for heroes that are just part of it, but it's still fun. There's still few non-games. Ooh, Arctic Sentinel. Yep. There's Prism's weapon. And then lastly, I want to show kind of my little nice rare stack of cards that I've gotten. Secret. So that's what I pulled from the box that we saw the other video. That's one of the Marvel cards. And a cold foil. Another Marvel. Man, these Marvels look so good. Yeah, so this is what I'm talking about with like the artwork and like how good things are. It's just, they just keep leveling up. They just keep leveling up their offerings. It's another cold foil. This is a cold foil common. They're doing extended art, so you see in the frame the artwork extends beyond the text. That's a extended art cold foil. And there's some promo. These are some of the promos, buy a box promos from the local game store. More promos from the beginning of the pre-release, excuse me, of the new set. So at pre-release, you actually get some nice promo cards of just showing up and paying your entry fee, and in addition to your packs that you get to play. Like, we got these are part of the pre-release. More of these skull caps. These are Crown of Providence is one of the more popular headpieces right now. If it non-class specific house pieces, but yeah, it's really powerful. And cold foil balance, justice, it's great. Looks so good. This I've always wanted this because I feel like Tales of Aria, that set had one of the more beautiful frames, artworks, color profiles in general, and this card is just amazing to look at. Equipment from the Guardian. Gotta have those. I'm playing Katsu, so I'll put those back. I'm just like wanted to show it a bit. Cold foil pouncing. Beginning of Monarch right here. This is where I began. These were my very first two promos right here. Brave Hope, see, Light and Shadow. Very much like an Angels and Demons sort of like set that was a lot of light and darkness throughout the set. They were even called the Shadow and Light heroes fighting each other. Some more promos. This is an extended art for Vincent, the Shadow Runeblade hero. And some cold foils. This one looks really nice. I really like this art on this block. It's called Blossom of Spring. More of a Blitz card, more of a casual format. Used to be competitive, but looks really nice. Some more promos. Santa Claus, basically. Yeah, I just like this because it looks like Santa Claus. That's it. Nothing more than that. Cell Sword. Cold foil for a Kasai Warrior Hero. Promo from Pro Tour Los Angeles. Yeah, Pro Tour Los Angeles. That just happened. This was this was like a kit from TCG, no SCG Games, Star City Games. I got. It's kind of harder to get. They've been like low on the market, but yeah, I'm just kind of keeping it for my collection. Pro Tour LA. Speaking of Pro Tour LA, this one. I mean, everyone was going through these epots. They look so. I call it epot, but energy potion. If you're a wizard hero, you really like to play these. I don't know anymore though. We'll see what the new builds are. Some more promos from Pro Tour Los Angeles. This was a promo from, this one was TCG Player right here. So just holding onto this, and this one I was really glad to pick up on Pro Tour LA. Just Barcelona promo, like Sagrada Familia. It's amazing. Yeah, I do want to get it signed by the artist. I didn't get it signed by the artist. So we'll see where I get that to happen. But yeah, this is, I really wanted this card. Like this one's, yeah, I'm glad I have at least one copy. History pack, some more rainbow foils for wizards again out here. Ragamuffin's hat. It's a good one to pick up. I'm not sure, I'm not a wizard player, go watch Majin Bay or something like that to play. He's a very famous like wizard player. His YouTube channel as well. Meridian Pathway. Yes, that's a newer one. I'm not going to play Illusionist. And here's the Tales of Aria one, Shock Charmers. That's really good. It's really nice. Some cold foils, and this is one of the best pulls I've had so far in the Part the Misfail set. Mask of Recurring Nightmares. That's a very kind of nightmarish looking hat. Helmet. This is another textured style of a Marvel, so cold foil with like a different type of art applied to it, more of a dark. It's very interesting. Like I like that Legends Ratios like takes different approaches to like the Marvels and how they present them to players, and you know I'm here for it. I'm here for it. To embrace. This is Anti-Illusionist tech right here. Flame Scale Furnace. Got lucky to pull this on the box. Looks amazing. See where the Draconic Heroes go. Fi's the only one left. KO, Young Hero, Marvel. Marvel Angel looks so good. These look so good. I don't think even like in person is even better to see them on camera here with the glare going on. I'm trying to show how awesome they look. And here's my little Fabled collection. So I'm trying to collect all the Fableds. I'm not there yet. I do not have in cold foil particularly, but Deathmatch Arena. I'm missing Mistcloak Gully cold foil from the newest set. This is from Heavy Hitters. This is from Bright Lights. Set before that. This is from Light of Soul. Or sorry, Light of Soul from the set before that, Dust Till Dawn. Plague Hive, I need to get this cold foil still from Outsiders. Blood of the Drakai from Uprising, so the set before that. Grandeur of Valahai, set before that. And then Horsham Crossroads from, these are the landmark cards. There's a little different unique texture right here. Yeah, that looks amazing. And this one I picked up from Pro Tour LA as well. Great Library of Solana cold foil. It's great. It's great to pick that up. I don't have Arcanite Shard, so it's the one before this, and I don't have Eye of Ophidia, which is the one before that, but I do have a Rainbow Foil, at least Heart of Fandel. So that's my collection. It's kind of a little rambly video for you all. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Please like, subscribe, comment with your experience playing trading card games at all. Like, what interests you about them? Are you interested in Flesh and Blood? Let me know, and see what happens. But until next time, take care.